19, and in 1 John, a statement or two statements that were really significant to all of us as people who have been kind of following religious journeys all of our life. In the book of Numbers, it identifies God, and it says God is not a man. And that's something that we haven't really dwelled upon a lot as people and going to church, because we've been praying to a man, and we've been asking a father and all this stuff, and all of a sudden our eyes are drawn to this statement: what you're calling God is not a man, not a human. Not a human. And so then we start thinking, goodness gracious, how do we communicate? And if it's not a human, what is it? So then we look in the New Testament, and it comes back, and he said, God is light. Well, once this is made clear, it opens up a whole new thing about what does light do, how does light impact us, and then we find that NASA puts out a paper we've been studying for several weeks, that they are now developing optical computers, computers run by light, that can do in 1 hour what a computer today would take 11 years to do. And that this light, they have found that in order to make this work, they use membrane, organic tissue, living human tissue. And so now we're reaching the stage of proving the fact that light, God, coming down from above on an angle of light, an angel of light, a messenger particle, or as scientists say, a photon, can actually enter into our bodies and change logic circuits, change the way we think, change the way we feel. So it really becomes a very, very interesting thing. So we started then studying in depth the pineal gland of the brain. And the pineal gland plays a very prominent part in the Bible, because Jesus says, if your eye be single, your body will fill with light, which we now know is God. And then Jacob says, I have seen God face to face, and I'll call the place Pineal. So we have the Old Testament telling us God is not a man. We have the New Testament telling us God is light. We have the New Testament saying, if your eye be single. And we have the Old Testament saying, I've seen God, it's at the pineal.